Welcome back to another episode of 40 Facts About the 40K Universe. I am your host, Gershwan, and you are watching One Mind Syndicate. Today we continue talking about the Angry Marines, as we touch on some of the organizational structures or some of the organizational units that are within the Angry Marines, as well as just like a little bit of background, because it's been a while since we've talked about the Angry Marines. If you have any suggestions, just comment down below. A warning to all those who are sensitive. This is going to be a pretty crazy, vulgar video. It's just the nature of the Angry Marines. It's a fan-made chapter, so beware, I guess. Let's get into 40 facts on the Angry Marines. Angry Marines, sometimes referred to as Tourette Marines, are a homebrew Space Marine chapter famous for their extreme anger towards everything in the 40K universe. Their true origin is only known by the angriest of Angry Marines, but the Adepts of the Imperium theorize that they are a successor chapter to one of the two Lost Legions. They are scions of the Lost Primarch, Rachnis Rages, who is believed to have possessed the Pariah gene. The history of this Lost Primarch and his Legion is long and shrouded in mystery, but in all honesty, who gives a fuck? This is supposed to be a lore video on the Angry Marines. Depending on what ancient lore you choose to read off of, the Angry Marines hail from a Krage in the Angry sector. But then again, they could just be a spacefaring chapter. At this point, who cares? All you need to know is that the Angry Marines are angry for the Emperor and Skittles. The Angry Marines gene seed allows them to simply bypass the normal emotional range of a Space Marine, allowing them to feel rage to an extent that leaves other Space Marines entirely speechless. Even when compared to heretical world eaters, the Angry Marines' rage makes these berserkers seem like a minor annoyance. Whether this is a genetic flaw or an intended genetic enhancement planned by the Emperor himself, we cannot say, because by doing so, we would be going back to talking about something that isn't the Angry Marines, so let's just fucking move on. While the Angry Marines chapter does not adhere to the Codex Astartes laid out by Rowboat Girlyman, because fuck Papa Smurf, they do maintain chapter companies. Each company is led by a captain, but unlike other Space Marine chapters, the Angry Marines captains are not skilled tacticians or master strategists, but rather individuals whom have displayed the most anger amongst their peers. Either that, or a captain's name is picked out of a hat. Regardless, only captains with extraordinary legacies are recorded in the Angry Marines Archive of Anger, as the high mortality rate of this position leaves little time to remember the fucking retards that die young. Angry Marine captains are masters of the battlefield, not in that they have any particular insight into the flow of battle, but in the way they can force their way through it like a wrecking ball through so many orphan children. An Angry Marine captain is not simply a master of warfare, he must also have the gift of oration as well. Promptly after his orientation, he is brought before a hate breeder for instruction. These hate breeders train the captain in the art of profanity and irreverence, turning him into an engine of anger that quells the hubris of even the most problematic of Imperial commanders, even the occasional uprising. The Angry Marines chapter is home to a variety of specialist units, most common of which is the Angry Squad. They are called upon to sweep away enemies in the tide of yellow anger and fists. It is they who claim the strategic objectives, hold defensive lines, and otherwise hit stuff. The Angry Marine squads take to the field with a vast array of weapons, be it a crowbar, a chainsword, or a spike bat. Each weapon is a deadly instrument in the hands of an Angry Marine. Some even prefer the vengeance of a bolter to deliver their fury. The formidable anti-infantry blender that is an Angry Squad is complemented by the occasional armor-rending power weapon or a face-smashing power fist. Of all the Angry Marine forces, the Angry Squad makes the greatest use of the chapter's transport pool, often blazing to the front line or to the objective in a bull rush pattern rhino. Whenever circumstances allow, they thunder to earth in a rain of drop pods, the faster to get into the fight. Angry Marines are a rowdy bunch, and to make them go where they need to go, every unit has an attached sergeant to herd them into the right direction. The beating heart of the chapter, the sergeants are the bravest and fiercest, the strongest and the most leveled-headed Angry Marines. Sergeants are not chosen solely for their resolve, but for their distinguished authority, many bearing cigars or mustaches as badges of office. They certainly look the part for a hard-bitten leader. Most sergeants have completely lengthy rotations. Having seen combat in dozens of worlds, they have been tested and tempered in the bloody crucible of melee combat. One of these notable sergeants is Assault Sergeant Dickface, who was promoted to the rank of sergeant during the heresy of Drywalker Fen. His squad was to be deployed as an attack on the position of a heretical leadership. Unfortunately, the Thunderhawk that transported the squad was shot down by enemy fire, and the brothers were scattered. During the attack, Dickface lost most of the equipment and had to make do with a weapon he found at the site of a bombed encampment, a two-handed chainsword. As he attempted to regroup his squad, Dickface got his ass stuck in the fens of Drywalker. As he tried to pull himself free from the goop, Dickface had the idea of firing up his jump pack to full power. It eventually tore him free, but sent him hurtling through the air. He noticed by divine aid that this was straight in the direction of his squad's target. He shouted, "Open wide, motherfuckers!" before descending onto them like an angel of wrath. Picked footage later determined that upon landing, through a combination of luck and skill, Dickface managed to shove his chainsword through the mouth of a heretical commander, all the way down to his pelvis, impaling him in a single motion. Dickface then proceeded to beat enemy command to death with the impaled body of their commander, after which he cut the weapon free through the corpse's back. Dickface then proceeded to repeat this on 6 infantry platoons, a score of heavy weapon teams, and a trio of sentinel walkers, killing their operators by pouncing on the cockpit and forcing the weapon through the vehicle's vision slits. For his heroics and skills, Dickface was elevated to the position of Assault Sergeant and was granted one of the chapter's Angry Beaky, a Mark VI Corvus suit of power armor. While his position as a sergeant allowed him to wield the traditional power bat and power wrenches of the Angry Marines, he opted to keep the weapon he found, dubbing it Throat Fucker. While some Angry Marines believe him to be a taint-fondling show-off who thinks he's too fucking hardcore for a power bat, for this reason, Sergeant Dickface's skills with Throat Fucker has been proven time and time again. Showing just as much anger as Assault Sergeant Dickface are the Chaplains of the Angry Marines. They are the spiritual leaders of the chapter. They administer the sacred rites, preserve their rituals, and perform ancient ceremonies of initiation, vindication, and redemption. Clad in jet black power armor, adorned with skulls and icons of battle, and bearing the skull helm that invokes the visage of the immortal God Emperor of mankind, they look pretty damn angry. Their litanies of hatred and disgust are often drowned out by the curses and threats their battle brothers scream. The chaplains spend their breath dictating the wholesale slaughter of the Emperor, and often they yell along with them, "For the fucking Emperor!" An Angry Marine chaplain also has a very important duty of handpicking the members of a Baal Guard. To be chosen for this unit is the highest honor within the chapter, considered more impressive than having been a captain. Members of the Baal Guard have their names inscribed in the aptly named Tome of the Names of the Members of the Baal Guard. Baal Guard members are living examples of the burning hate that burns within the angry hearts of the Angry Marines, and in their perfection are deserving of their glory. Baal Guard smolder at every moment spent in rest, but in battle, they are a mushroom cloud of motherfucking rage. Each has accomplished feats of skill and strength undreamt of by most, so steeped in the trade of dealing death and blood that their accumulated insight and knowledge of warfare easily outstrips even the most experienced of chapter masters. Their interests do not stray in the realm of tactics or thinking. They do what they do, and they do it good. What they do is hit stuff, in battle of course. The Baal Guard accompanies the company captain, acting as his retinue. Together with their charge, they spearhead assaults, cracking open offensive lines with their combined might. And those were 40 facts on the Angry Marines. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to share it with your friends on Facebook or Reddit. For all those sharing on Reddit, thank you ahead of time. The community over at Reddit has been extra awesome to us, so thank you again. And thank you for making the suggestion of covering the Angry Marines. It's been a while since we've read Angry Marine lore, or I've read Angry Marine lore, and it's fun. This time around it was very tame. I've read some Angry Marine lore that kind of has gotten me questioning whether I'm going to get in trouble by YouTube. But so far, nothing too bad. But then again, that was couple years ago, so now it's 2019. We'll see how YouTube reacts to this video. But again, if you guys enjoy it and you guys find the humor in this, which that's what it is, it's all just humor, hit that like button and we will do more for you. But yeah, thanks for the suggestion. Check out all the links down in the description below. It's going to take you to the wiki page, and it's going to take you to the 4chan page, and you guys can read more lore on the Angry Marines. It seems pretty risky, pretty crazy. I'm also going to link all of our videos of past Angry Marine lore videos, where we go more in depth into the lore and do that kind of stuff. But again, thanks for everything, guys, and I will talk to you tomorrow. This was Gershwin with One Mind Syndicate signing out.
Always used to put my freedom first in any situation.